आमचो एक्सिडेंट जाल्लो तो आनी त्या व्हिडिओचे पळयले तेन्ना सामकें क्लियर आसा ट्रक गेलो रॉंग सायडीन गेला आनी ताका मारलो आनी ओडून उडयलो ताका. वेन एक्सिडेंट जाता तेन्ना नॉर्मली फर्स्ट थिंग इज 304A म्हणून बुकींग करतात. इट्स अ रॅश एंड नेग्लिजंट एक्ट. बट वेन यू नो that this act of yours is likely to cause death, you have a knowledge of causing death, I told the PI, it cannot be 304A, but 304A chintalo. I said it has to be 304 part 2. 304 part 1 is intention. Mula tush fatlan gelo to mallo, that can be one thing. But this is not the A law specially marpa, but he knew his act could have caused death, and it actually caused death. Therefore, it is 304 part 2, which is more serious, which is 10 years imprisonment. And can also be life imprisonment. Therefore, it's a very serious offence. 304A, barik offence, it is 2 years. But here he won't get back bail so easily. I've also told him that immediately do the medical checkup to see whether he was having consumed alcohol and whether the alcohol is in excess of the limit. It can show alcohol, but it must be in excess of the limit. So I also spoke to the DYSP and told him, a judgment of Supreme Court, Alistair Ferreira, and that lays down the guidelines which are the difference between 304A and 304 part 2, and part 1 it is to be used. So I've told them that this has to be used. Don't force us to go to court. I will stand with all the people. A girl from our village has died an innocent death on her birthday, which is very, very tragic. And I think it's not just because the person has died. We need to send the signal to each and every person who drives on the road to be careful. I have already said Amche Roste are become highways of hell, and every day we are having deaths on these roads. So innocent person who is just driving on the correct side of the road gets hit and dies. What do we expect more? What more care and caution Amche Lokani Givazata? After doing everything and you suffer this kind of a thing, I think it's not very good. So anyway, he has assured me that they've already got the culprit apprehended because they don't have a lockup here. He is presently the MAPSA lockup. They will send him for medical checkup, and I expect that they should be done. I will make sure that I will keep in touch to get the progress of what is the situation of the case, and I'll update my people so that they are also in the loop and they know what's going on.
So day by day the hit and run cases are getting increasing.
I think we will have to have CCTV monitoring, because I don't know whether people have valid licenses, whether they are doing overtime duty and getting tired, or whether they are trying to make more trips. I don't know really what happens when you are having this kind of accidents happening. So I think that what are the causes of it can be multiple, but I have already said Amche Roste safe not mode. You must have heard me in assembly so many times shouting there that these are not safe roads. Some people thought that maybe I will based on Trashna because of an opposition I'm saying it. I know actually, and we can foresee the dangers which is there, and everything is coming. The day it touches the lives of somebody in our family, then you say yes, it is true. Otherwise it just passes off. I would have spoken, I don't want someone of my family to die, but we can see, we can foresee what happens, and that is how we speak. And that is what we have seen, what you exactly pointed out. Every day this is coming out. It's not becoming like news, it's becoming like stale thing which we already know it's happening. Therefore I advise everybody, be careful, be cautious also. This can also happen. So be very careful, and therefore I request that authorities also should take up immediately to identify the black spots and take action.
So this is the second incident, tragic incident to the family.
See, I can't make a statement about that part of it. But as far as your question on the road safety, because that we can't.
So, Lok Sabha election lagi palo sa kodu lag. No, not. I'm not mixing that. So, Lok Sabha election ilila sa code laglo sa. And late night je bars open usta because of liquor. After 10:30. Tejer kina munta tumi. Because of that, yahe cases jata hai.
And dompora zale, rati zalna.
No, but still, sir.
I don't this thing. That will be a different issue which you can separately ask me. We won't mix that up in this.
Okay.
If you don't mind.